Like all great love stories, theirs began with late night ice cream in an incredibly dark park and a picnic blanket.
Oh, was that a kiss thing? Oh, I love this part.
Well, today I thought I'd give a TED Talk on confusing relationship timelines. Not once did it ever cross my mind like, oh, maybe this could be a thing. Not once.
Nathan, I was not surprised when Sam told me that she had started dating.
And there were, in hindsight, several flags that should have been very obvious to me. I think one of the earliest ones was that Nathan started eating real food. He would turn up to rehearsal with an actual, like a home-cooked meal in a Tupperware container instead of a dozen Krispy Kremes for dinner. I would visit Nathan in the studio. The cushions were neatly arranged. They weren't in a nap formation. Didn't even cross my mind.
And when she asked me if I knew who it was no surprise.
And then there was a Polaroid photo of Nathan working in the studio on the computer. And I said, oh, who took this photo of you? And he said, I can't remember. And then there was one time they were both over at our house, but the whole time they were texting each other in the same room and seeing the notifications pop up of Samantha Matthews' text. And that was the first time that I actually thought about it.
It was very obvious to everybody around.
So I said, all right, there's something happening between you and Sam. And he goes, what makes you think that?
I'm really bad at lying, so like if you like come up to me like, oh, you guys dated? Like, no.
I said, okay, you were texting each other all night together and giving each other flirty eyes. Please tell me what's happening here. And then he finally said, oh, yeah, we're together. And the reason I didn't tell you is because I wasn't sure what it was yet. One of the main points for my TED Talk today is if you're kissing her, you're probably not just friends. A few days later, Sam then came into the room I was working in and sat down and didn't say anything. And I was like, oh, I heard some exciting news. And now, 5 minutes later, here we are at their wedding.
It's been a pretty quick journey to get here today.
I would regularly receive a text message with a picture from Sam, and I don't know how it happened, but every Sunday there would be an empty seat on either side of Sam. And we would laugh about that, but we knew that that wasn't fun for Sam, because Sam just wanted her man. I like to think that for all that time that God kept those seats empty, I don't normally cry. I like to think that for all those times God kept those seats empty next to Sam on a Sunday was because God was getting ready for the perfect man to be sitting next to her for the rest of her life.
You're the most beautiful woman I know. You're my biggest supporter. In caps, guys. Emphasis. I need to not cry.
Sam and Nathan, you're saying to each other and collectively to God, yes, I'm in, I'm yours, so lead the way. I'm in for the adventure.
Samantha, it may not have been love at first sight for us, but now I just can't take my eyes off of you. You have captured my full attention. As I've had the opportunity to spend time with you, I've discovered that you are such a beautiful, kind woman with a strong passion to please God and to serve others. You are so thoughtful and often put my needs before yourself. You see the best in me. I have never felt safer than I do with you. So today, I promise to always be there for you, by your side, through all the highs and all the lows.
I promise to love you, respect you, to be a faithful and true wife, and honour you as my husband. I promise to nurture your dreams and to always speak life over you.
I'll make sure there are always at least 3 ripe avocados in the fridge ready to go.
In every season, I promise to hold your hand and remind you of who you truly are. I promise to provide a free of charge proofreading service for any future tattoos.
You make me feel like I can accomplish anything. I look forward to coming home to you after work, cooking you a meal, and caring for you like no one else. You are my one and only.
I take you to be my best friend for life. I promise for the rest of my life to show you how much I love you.
I love you.
I love you.
So people ask me what was the first moment when I knew. It was a couple of weeks after we had just finished our live album recording for church, available on all platforms. And during this time, Sam had learned one very crucial technique to gaining my attention. That was Ben & Jerry's ice cream.
Tonight dough. That's right.
The way I remember the convo going was I said, like, I wish I could have some ice cream now. And then she said, well, there's some in my fridge. There's never been ice cream in her fridge in its existence. I go over and it's stocked up with almost every flavour available.
I asked Nathan what it was about you that made him fall in love with you. He sent me 2 texts. Text number 1, reasons I love Sam. She's my best friend. Has been my biggest supporter since we first met. Puts everyone's needs before her own. Has the biggest smile every time we see each other. Smart and funny. Beautiful. Knows how to make me laugh. Says it like it is, even if that sometimes works against me. Insert some sort of emoji with its tongue doing something. Just heard how that sounded. Passionate believer in God. Kind and generous heart. Text number 2. Can send more if needed.
Nathan, you are the perfect man for Smat. To me, she is family, and when she looks at you, there is a joy and a peace that comes out of her that I've never seen before. I can see how safe and secure she is with you. Your chill and calm persona matches her perfectly.
By God's authority, I now declare you to be husband and wife. You may now kiss the bride.
Good work, Adam. 5 more kisses.
Nathan and Sam Bonatia.